Well, I think when you're involved with the press office, you have to pay really close attention to all of the newspapers because everyone's comment matters. But one of the things I do like to keep a watch out for is the soapbox that David Mitchell does on the Guardian website. I love the fact that he's kind of chip on his shoulder, hard bit and a little cross about everything, and it does give me a bit of a smile.
And of course I enjoy reading the people who meet my prejudices and who make me feel that I'm right. But actually one of the great things about the comment that we have in this country is you do get all these different views, and sometimes you get something that really makes you stop and think and challenge yourself.
In my role I have to read an awful lot of newspapers, but you do find yourselves turning to your favourite commentators. Lucy Kellaway in the FT I think is a must read for anyone in the comms profession to make sure that we don't fall down many of the traps of management speak. David Aaronovitch is always good for thought and frankly a good giggle.
When I'm reading the British press, I'm very fond of Matthew d'Ancona, and I'm very fond, for example, of Erwin Stelzer, one Brit and one American. I find them always polemical but fair. They've got an edge, but they do not disparage opponents, and I think they're always interesting. I want something that gives me something new or fresh or unique.
I read Anatol Kalecki. I think his coverage of the economy and putting it within a sort of context of history and theory in a really sort of engaging way is fantastic.
I always read and follow those people that pursue truth, transparency and accountability, and in this respect I really enjoy John Humphreys and Jon Snow and Simon Hoggart.
David Aaronovitch, because I think I know what's going on if I read his columns and they make me think, and Viv Groskop because she makes me laugh and because you can't not read about popular culture.
Rachel Sylvester is always a must-read for me. She manages to talk about politics in an interesting way, but she also brings news lines into it. I mean, the amount of times that people have been discussing in the lobby rooms what Rachel Sylvester or other key political commentators have been writing about is fascinating.
The hidden gem that I found, although I realise it's not a hidden gem, was Christopher Hitchens. I don't take Vanity Fair, so I was largely unaware of his writing. But having read some, I can now see why he is held in such high regard.
I moved to London just a year ago. I've discovered some people that I really love as an interesting British perspective on the world. I love Matthew d'Ancona. I think he's fantastic on almost everything. And Suzanne Moore is somebody that I discovered really through the judging process, and now I'm absolutely crazy about her. She's bullshit, and I love it. She's got really strong opinions. She has things to say, and I think she can't be ignored.